video. I want to start off today's video by telling you that this was originally filmed at a beautiful place with the Pacific Ocean behind me, but after I saw the footage, the wind sounds were too intense that I had to refilm today. I will include clips back and forth though. I have written a lot of original poetry over the past summer, and I decided to compile it together in my first spoken word video rather than the format I usually use. But I have 2 original poetry videos already on my channel. In the description are all the poems in order so you guys can follow along. It does us no good to break ourselves when the house across the cul-de-sac is full of broken people hiding beneath the stairs, because when time forgets to stand still, which is often, that brokenness flows out and is swallowed whole by the rest of the world. We get to make our dreams in the sun, but God is patiently waiting for someone to ask him how he is doing, not what we hope he gets done. But perhaps the waiting is the greatest love of all. I cry in my sleep because even my terrors are my dreams. I'm just like you. I refuse to believe that peace remains if we choose. Candy in my mouth. Outside in the glow of the moon, I have no idea who you are, nor do I want to. The beginning is the worst and the end is a day away. I'm not going to waste a glance at you because for the first time I know what to say. I have a story done and published within an hour, but I really hope, unlike the rest of them, this doesn't go sour. You may be no good, but if you inspire art out of me, then the introduction was meant to be. If you can believe your eyes and ears. The Beatles said all we need is love, the Beach Boys said good vibrations, the Eagles said we check in but are never leaving, yet my heart remains in the California dreaming. If hypocrisy was a father. The man wishes to just run away, that all his kids fall in the dirt and pray. They kill animals and children and love what was never said, but the man washes his hands from the murder he'll never regret. I am buried in a cemetery somewhere. I live in this world from inside my grave. What a wonderful place is the daydream not to be seen. My pink and blue heart. This poem is for Harry Styles. Yes, Harry Styles. You taught me what it means to emit light, how to blur the lines between fantasy and reality, and finding that the quintessential sparkle is somewhere in between. My younger self thanks you for letting her feel seen. Forever is too short a time for music to play on. Think of the thing you desire most in life. Do you wish for that just because you do not have it? It's easily confused. Happiness and contentness. Contentness comes from building a castle out of a pile of sand. We so easily believe what we are told, not what we have found ourselves. Why do we doubt self-made phenomenons? I have come to understand that God lives in our world. There is a place on planet Earth where God rests and resides among us. The line where the sand meets the sea. That is the place. What makes me cry? Not boys, not work, not you, but when my flowers die. Because it reminds me that true beauty does not last forever. No matter the medium, putting yourself out there for others to see is the greatest form of success. Hiding behind Mother Nature's fast-moving thing called existence is true failure. And where failure lives is where embarrassment rents a room. But in embarrassment comes genuine self-assessment. They say if we all collectively got quiet, we could hear the answers we require. But I think if we all progressively got louder, we could make them up ourselves. I think the past is the most beautiful commodity we have. Romanticizing past novelties, tending to scabs and scars from the perfect. The future has got nothing on us, other than the fact that it will someday be the past. New Father, a rewrite of Anne Sexton's Young. God knew my house was empty. Her lingers in the kitchen like the smell of burning popcorn. The swing on the trees where my eyes tried to dream. My parents were no longer, but my father had just shown. He showed me new families because he had a son of his own. They visit when I call them, but my wandering mind forgets. My family inside, full of pieces, shattered, broken hearts, need them too. I drift inside at the hour of 12, knowing miracles take time. But this go around, I don't need to go outside to be reminded of my past elbows, knees, dreams, goodnight. But what remains now is hope. I know they feel that too. Time refuses to stand still. I look at the lake and often wonder why mermaids don't pour out by the hundreds. Are they scared of us? Have we scared them with our words and the way we murder each other? Well, if I ever met one, this is what I would tell her. Run away with nothing but the salt in your hair. Make your best friend the no one that is there. For an underwater palace is better under the rule of the one who occupies its space. I wonder if this is why fairies never come out of their trees. They are frightened by the man who falls to his personal gods on his knees. I'd rather be a fool in a red dress than a girl wearing orange trying to look my best. For Sharpay Evans.
If you own any orange, get rid of it.
2020. Maybe in these months we were supposed to leave a space in our head to beautify the memories we never got. Because maybe, just maybe, they're better than what we would have had. I don't know, just a thought. Questions from middle school best friends. Do we eat in heaven? Will we get to watch our family on earth through a TV screen? Can I be vegetarian in paradise? I am young and have much to learn, but I know that most blessings lie within the unknown. I turn my back. I long for what it is like to be seen, not by family or a friend, but by someone who sees beyond my skin. They see my heart for God and use that to bring me up, not down, because they understand I squint my eyes from the reflection of his crown. I sit by the ocean covered in seaweed and sun, because I'm not afraid of who he helped me become. This last poem is called Maybe I Cry. Maybe I cry because he told me he liked me on the slide. Maybe I cry because I killed Miley Cyrus karaoke night. Maybe I cry because I almost broke that table my sophomore year. Or maybe I cry because instead of him I looked at my dress in the mirror. Maybe I cry because I was stiff under the stairs, or maybe I cry because I look back and I don't really care. Maybe I cry because you lost who is yours, or maybe it's Hollywood I adore. Maybe I cry because we are sisters apart, or maybe I cry because England has my heart. Maybe I cry because we didn't talk at that show, or maybe it's because I don't know where your mom's prayers had to go. Maybe I sob because we never share, or maybe I cry because for a performance you weren't at, you were there. Maybe I cry because I smell the lavender as I doze, or maybe I have tears because he let me bonk his nose. Maybe I cry because the heart I heard from the inside is my best friend, or maybe it's because our music will take us to the end. Maybe I cry because Crystal was left with I don't know who, or maybe some of these stories are made up. I will know, but not you. Maybe I cry because at the pier where I sit, I realize it was all the opposite. What was bad was good, and what was good was bad. But boy, am I thankful for the childhood I had. If you would like to, please comment down below your thoughts on the poetry, and I would love to have discussion with you. I am also a published journalist for a newspaper called The Graphic, and I have a link down below to all of my articles if you want to check them out. I write for Life and Arts. I've also been communicating so much more with you guys on the community tab on my channel, asking you guys questions, video requests, and things of that sort. I hope you guys are having an amazing October. I will see you soon in the next video. Bye. I'm gonna start over.